Thank you, Major General Staudacher and the AFCEA team for this important opportunity to speak to all of you. Greetings from America during a global pandemic. I wish I could be there in person, but such is the nature of our world today. Cybersecurity is one of the most critical elements of the space domain, and it's great to see events like this that keep cyber at the forefront of our discussion about building resilient and secure systems. When most folks think about space operations, they think about two things primarily: rockets and satellites. But the thing that makes our space capabilities so valuable are the data and communication linkages they provide from orbit. The security of these links and the space vehicles themselves is a crucial component of ensuring that our warfighters, and in a much larger sense in the case of GPS, citizens around the globe, have the accurate and available data they need to make the big things happen. Our adversaries know these systems are critical. They're critical to our way of life and our way of warfare. And this makes these linkages and systems both on the ground and on orbit prime targets for cyber attacks. There have been multiple incidences in the past few weeks in the kinetic realm where certain nations have taken reckless actions and displayed dangerous capabilities on orbit that threaten the peaceful global commons of space. I believe the most important way we'll address these threats, both kinetic and cyber, is through partnerships with our allies. The Space Force's Space and Missile Systems Center has established a Chief Partnership Office, and through it, we're pursuing multiple efforts of collaboration with our international partners. We're partnering with Japan on the QZSS hosted payload program, which serves as a critical pathfinder for future allied collaborations. The hosted payload program itself passed critical design review in April of 2020 and is on track to launch in 2023. We're also partnering with the Norwegian Ministry of Defense and Space Norway to host polar communications capabilities in the Arctic region. Not only are we working with a great ally in this case, but by working with our Norwegian partners, we've saved $900 million and will have enhanced Arctic comms 3 years earlier than planned. We're on track for a 2022 launch. Our West Coast software factory, Kobayashi Maru, is using agile DevSecOps methodologies to develop secure software applications for the combined Space Operations Center. This is a U.S.-led multinational space operations center that was successfully linked to the Canadian, United Kingdom, and Australian space operations centers in 2019, December actually. And we're working with New Zealand, France, and Germany on building out the next generation of our open architecture software for space operations. We're expanding our collaboration with international companies through our upcoming first ever International Space Pitch Day on the 16th and 17th of November of this year. The US and the UK are each contributing $500,000 US, $1 million total, to award up to 15 contracts worth $66,000 each to startups and small businesses that offer solutions to the hard challenges we face in an international community dedicated to the free and open exploration of space. SMC is directly contributing $250,000 to Starburst Accelerator to develop and execute the accelerator program for the companies participating in the International Space Pitch Day. The challenges for these companies that are pitching their solutions were developed by US and UK warfighters. We've talked to the operators and we're ensuring direct linkages to the military utility of each pitch. Through the accelerator, the US and the UK will partner with these non-traditional domestic and international businesses and startups as they develop and mature their solutions. And I'm looking forward to seeing the proposed solutions to our hard space challenges pitched this fall, particularly those related to cybersecurity. Just a few weeks ago, we completed another first-of-its-kind event that tackled the challenges of cybersecurity for space systems. During this year's DEF CON virtual conference, we executed the first international satellite hacking competition, AFCEA for short. DEF CON is the world's premier hacking conference. This year it was held virtually due to COVID-19, but there were still a host of events and challenges that drew global participation. Last year's DEF CON featured a U.S. DoD-sponsored challenge, hacking a United States Air Force fighter jet's computer system. This year, we upped the challenge and created DEF CON's first space systems hacking event. More than 50 DoD, industry, and academic partners joined with Air Force Research Lab, SMC, the Defense Digital Services, MITRE, and the Aerospace Corporation to run the event. Starting this spring, more than 2,000 teams composed of more than 6,000 individuals competed in qualifier challenges for a chance to be one of the 8 finalists in this year's event, competing for prize money and a chance to command an actual on-orbit satellite to take a picture of the moon. Literally, a moonshot. The grand challenge required knowledge of traditional hacking skills like reverse engineering and vulnerability analysis, but also new skills like orbital mechanics, astrophysics, and space-based communication protocols. The final 8 teams had members from 11 different countries, and each team was shipped a FlatSat, a set of hardware that replicates an actual space vehicle, on which to complete their hacking challenge. The winner of the Hackasat and winner of the $50,000 grand prize was Team PFS. And Team Poland Can Into Space, in addition to being the second place winner, won the on-orbit portion of the challenge and sent code to a live on-orbit satellite that successfully captured a picture of the moon. Not only was this the first space event at DEF CON, but it sent a clear signal to the cybersecurity community that we're taking a hard look at our space systems and we're committed to the hard work of building resilient and secure space capabilities. During the competition, SMC's Cross-Mission Ground and Communications Cyber Program Office worked with U.S. Space Force network defenders to monitor the network for fair play and to gain lessons learned for the monitoring and protection of real-world space networks. I'm proud of the work we're pursuing as an international coalition of peaceful spacefaring nations. To ensure that we build interlinked space systems, we're pursuing the highest standards of cybersecurity and data integrity. We're meeting the threats as we face through international partnership and collaboration with startups and a broader cybersecurity community. We're also laying the groundwork for our systems development process to ensure that we're building in cybersecurity from the beginning versus just bolting it on after development and test. To accomplish the challenges of building cyber in from the start, SMC has begun rolling out our Enterprise Ground Services, or EGS, toolset. Enterprise Ground Services is a suite of tactical satellite command and control services built using open standards and agile DevSecOps practices that provides a common ground command and control platform for multiple on-orbit satellite systems. EGS was built with integrated defense cyber operations capabilities that provide our cyber operators the tools they need to monitor and protect our data and our networks. These capabilities enable our network defenders to synchronize with space operators to ensure both the safety and security of our ongoing space missions. The first set of defensive cyber tools were delivered to space warfighters and defenders in April of 2019, and we've been continually updating them since. Integrating cybersecurity from day one of a program will ensure our systems possess the resilience and security necessary for operations in a contested environment. In addition to securing our fielded systems, SMC is working with our industry and other government agency partners to protect our critical program data. Our adversaries have made it clear They consider our program design and development data as fair game. So we're taking strong measures to ensure our data is secure, particularly when it's at rest. This is a shared threat between SMC and the companies that build our space systems and hold design and development data. Any solution to the problem of data loss will require a coordinated and cooperative response, no matter what network that data resides on. We're developing in-house capabilities to assess, monitor, and defend our data repositories in coordination with our commercial partners. One of the challenges that we face is that many of our contracts were written prior to the emergence of cyber threat as a major security challenge. Last year, we completed an extensive review of our major contracts to determine the levels of cybersecurity requirements across our entire space acquisition portfolio. We've added new language to our contracts that require our systems developers to implement advanced protective measures for data handling. And adding those enhanced security measures continues as we assess all of the contracts in the portfolio. We're also partnering with the Air Force's Cyber Resiliency Office for Weapon Systems, or CROWS, to assess our systems and develop defensive strategies. Our CROWS are a team of cybersecurity experts tasked to assist programs in defending their network, data, and weapon systems. Working together, we've completed multiple deep dive vulnerability and security assessments of our critical mission and data management systems. These assessments have helped us shore our defenses and develop requirements for our next generation of systems. Our industry and government partners are crucial teammates in the fight to protect our system and data. This is truly a transformational moment in space. With the stand-up of the United States Space Force and our collaboration with our allies, international and domestic industry partners, and the cybersecurity community. The threat from our adversaries compels us to reimagine our systems engineering and architecture practices to ensure that cybersecurity is included as a key system attribute. The value of the information provided by a system is directly linked to the integrity and trustworthiness of that system. The threat is real, but the resolve of free people everywhere is our greatest advantage, and our shared dedication to the mission and vision of an open and accessible space environment will ensure our success for years to come. Thank you to AFCEA. Thank you to General Staudacher. And thank all of you for attending this year's conference. Hopefully we'll be able to do it next year face to face, or at least mask to mask. Have a great rest of your week. Thank you.